I know that a lot of people who have gotten in have had like high test scores, really high GPAs and stuff, and I kind of want to share like how I got into the school, because I didn't have the highest test scores, and you know, what everybody else had. I started my application all the way in September. I did mine on Common App, which I suggest because I think it's really easy for most schools, because you can do like, you can fill out your application for like all the schools you're applying to, and just, there it is right there. But I did my application on the Common App, and I started in September. Guess when I turned it in? Just guess, just guess. November 1st at 12 o'clock p.m. Yeah. So I definitely procrastinated. Well, not procrastinated. I was just like really critical on myself. Like I ended up turning it in, you know, the same day. So I'm gonna talk about my process with that and how that went. So the whole Common App section was pretty simple. You know, you just had to answer the questions, fill it out, The only thing that really like took me the most time was writing my essays. So for Howard itself, Howard requires the initial like Common App essay, and then also 2 additional essays just for Howard. Why you want to go to Howard. So the essay I actually spent the most time working on just like my actual Common App essay, because it was the one I'm sending to like multiple schools, and that consists of a topic of like something, personal experience, something that makes you. Yeah. And I actually did 2 essays, 2. And I'll tell you why. My first essay was about my mother, and it flopped. It really did flop. Like, I remember it was a grade from our class, and I turned it in, and my teacher gave me an A. But like something in my gut was telling me like, this is not Howard. This is not Howard at all. You know, it's not Howard. I went online. I did my research. I found some actual Howard students, and I had them read it. I'm like, this is my essay. Like, what do you think? I think this was like the hardest thing for me, because ooh, do I hate to be criticized. They told me it was trash. They told me it's good for high school, but it's not Howard. So that's when I'm like, all right, Kaya, it's time to switch it up. After I switched it up, I ended up writing about my hair. Yeah. Well, yeah, I did write about my hair. I went a little deeper into it though. I wrote about my hair and like why it makes me me. I know a lot of black female women could probably also write some essays on the struggles of this, okay? But yeah, I wrote about that because it is a challenge. Like for me, I know some people grew up in like a white area where being judged like for every single thing, hair being one of the most. Okay, we tired of be called Shaniqua all the time, but that's just that. I'm not gonna go into much more detail about that, but if you want, comment or something, and then like I could probably share them if that's helpful. It'll probably be after regular decision though, because I know that people still do have their applications like go on, because I did early action. Moving on. The second essay that you had to do for Howard is like write about an extracurricular activity, and I wrote about me forming with a couple other students in my school. First, all African American majorette team. If you don't know what majorettes are, why do you want to go to HBCU? I'm just kidding. Majorettes are like the dancing girls that dance for like football, basketball, and they're like tell me, baby, can you stand the rain? I cannot dance at all, and I wonder like, why was I on this team? I don't know. I wrote about that and how like It was really hard for us because, like we said, it's just a small portion of black people actually at the school, so we were judged. We were told we weren't going to succeed and blah, blah, blah. So I wrote about that. I thought it was pretty good. I also had some fellow Howard mentors help out. I recommend, that's like the #1 thing I recommend when applying. Find a mentor, find somebody who actually goes to Howard to help you out, because who knows Howard better than a Howard student? Okay, what's next? Test scores and GPS. So this is the real tea. This is the real tea. I took the SAT 4 times. Yeah, 4 times. And I took the SAT 1 time. That was canceled for me. So where I'm from, or I mean, I think it's worldwide, like the SAT is required to take. The first time I took it, y'all, I really did study, like but it was like last minute. Like, don't be that last minute person, like, please don't. It was right after spring break, y'all. Like, who was planning on doing anything during spring break? Time came up and I'm like, girl, it's over. It was over. I'm not good with standardized tests at all. Like, time tests are just not for me. Reading section, math, that was pretty good at. First time I took it on April 10th in the 11th grade, I got a 1090. I remember people were telling their scores. I'm just like, I'm never gonna get into Howard like this. Second time I took it in June, because I said I was signing up for the very next time. I ended up getting an 1120. Third time I took it, man. Third time I took it was in August, summer. Spring break, summer. School is not running through my mind, so I don't know what I was doing thinking I should retake an SAT, knowing I was not about to be looking at no SAT books. So I'm not even gonna share that score. Fourth time's a charm. It was actually after I already submitted my Howard application, but I did to qualify for scholarships, which some schools, actually many schools, allow you to do, to send your SAT scores after to see if you apply to scholarship. Do it, okay? And I got an 1160. So I ended up sending my 1120 into Howard along with my other ones. Send multiple scores. Schools love to see you send multiple scores because it shows progress. My ACT, I just said I wasn't going to send it. I only took it once, and it wasn't for me. Okay, my GPA. Lord, and I say this, I'm going to say this once. Honors Algebra 2 did this to me. Starting high school, I was placed into advanced math. I skipped algebra. I guess I'm smart. But I was placed in advanced honors math courses, so accelerated. I was a freshman taking sophomore classes. I was a junior taking senior classes. Those are harder classes. My GPA actually is a 3.67. I took honors classes like every single year, all my honors classes. But I actually did not take any AP classes or any IB classes. So no AP, no IB, just because I knew that like it's just not what I wanted to do. I was gonna go on to IB Spanish because I took Spanish for 3 years and I actually love it, but it just didn't fit into my schedule, so I couldn't take that. So yeah, on math, I took honors geometry, honors algebra 2, then I went to pre-calc in 12th grade year. I'm in trig and stats, honors English straight through. I took a science all 4 years, and I'm taking chemistry now because I took physics in 5th grade. It's an option to take physics or chemistry, and I took physics because I heard that chemistry was hard, and now that I'm actually here taking it, it is very hard. It's worth it because I do want to be I'm going to be a biology major, and chemistry is an important class to take, so I thought, why not? Oh, this is a very important factor. It is not required, but I recommend it to everybody. Get a resume together. This was actually recommended by a counselor of mine, and I didn't plan on doing it because I'm like, okay, it's not required, but it actually helps so much. It is 6 pages, and it has all of what I did, my school, like clubs that I'm in. Boy, it got me looking smart. This is good because the common app section for activity, it only includes like 10 spaces for things, and I think that is not enough because Howard wants people who are different, who stand out, who strive. So get this boy right here and you gonna look different. I don't really know what else. Just get a resume. Put literally everything, anything and everything that shows that you get involved, because it can really help. I do a lot of things like musically, like I'm in the choir, I was in orchestra, I play the piano. Like I'm just like a musical type of person. I never was really doing sports, so like it's good to show like what you're passionate into. I think most people be like, oh, like I didn't do sports, so I'm not very active. Like no, like if you have a passion for something, even if it's just drawing, like write that down. Like drawing, like maybe you took art for like 4 years, and just like write that, because it shows that you're passionate about something. Letters of rec and recommenders. I had 4 letters of rec. I had one from my counselor and one from my teacher. Those are required for Howard, and then you have like other ones you could do. So I also had one of my coworker write one for me. She was like the boss for me. She was in charge, and my job really loved me, so I knew that they would see that. They know that I'm a hard worker, so I thought that would be really cool to interpret like how I am as a worker, as opposed to just like in schoolwork, which a lot of admissions people see just like how people are at school. I thought it would be cool to show how I am at work too, so I got that, and it was really cool. So then also, like I said, how I had like met a bunch of people from Howard and I had them review my stuff. I also wrote them down for recommenders. It's cool to like put people you know who attend Howard, or people who like work there and thing. Like just get connections, because that could really help influence it too, to know that like, oh, she's like, you know. Oh yeah, so I got my acceptance into Howard December 14th. I remember I was in school and everybody was counting down, and I'm like, I'm not checking this in school because I know that I will cry, and I'm not crying in front of anybody, so I'm waiting till I get home. So it was literally 6 hours, and I was literally on Twitter like looking at everybody that was getting accepted. I'm like, man, if I'm not accepted, like I want to get in these group chats. I want to be lit in these group chats, like. And I didn't want to join any until I knew. So school got out, and a bunch of people actually asked me for a ride that day, and I'm just like, y'all can walk. Y'all can walk, because I got places to be. But I ended up getting them a ride, you know, I was nice or whatever. Tell me why on my way home I ran a red light, and I ended up getting a ticket because the police saw me. So I'm speeding, trying to get home, and I had to explain to my mom like, I'm rushing to check if I got into Howard. Like I'm not stopping at no red light. I'm Vin Diesel on Fast and Furious, and I could do it, but I couldn't. Got home, my ticket in my hand. I'm like, this is the worst day ever. I just got a ticket, and I'm about to see if I got into Howard. I log into the computer. I recorded, but I don't think that the world should see that I was looking ahead. And at first, I clicked on like the link and stuff because it's something you had to log into, and it was not working. So I'm like, I didn't get in. It's just saying like, I stopped recording so fast. But then I guess I clicked another link, and it said right there, it said I forgot what it said, but it said you're there, biology major at Howard University. Oh, I'm gonna do this for my own little, like, what's it called? That was gross, but so basically that's all I have so far. I don't know what else to say, and it's getting really awkward. I feel like this is weird talking to a camera for 20 minutes, but that's how I got into Howard. And if I remember anything else, I'll probably make a part 2 to the video for more information. But for now, that's all, and I'll probably never make a YouTube video again because this will get no views. But thank you.